Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. It's time to continue on to the orders. I'm going to do the second jar mostly in blue. If you saw yesterday's, I will grab it here. We did mostly orange with the gray and the blue mixed in. And then, as you know, I broke the little head off the guy yesterday, glued it on. It's perfect today. B7000 glued his head right on, but I did do another one. So he will go on top of this jar like that. And we'll finish this one up with that one later on today. I'm going to pour the orange one for today's jar. Hopefully it comes out. I'm not going to demold that. It took me and Don both together to get that little fella out of the mold. That one is so hard because his neck is so tiny and his head is so big, so that kind of stinks. This one is for Rose. A second thing for her, she wants snowflake glitter. I think that's her favorite because she wants it in a couple things. So this is the butterfly jar that I got quite a while ago at the Resin Mold box 1 month. She wants a few of these done. I'm going to do the first one today. I chose Rose Pink. She wanted a medium pink. It just happens to be named Rose. I think it was perfect. This one I'm going to pour separately so I can marble it with some glue. I'm going to use the Cairo orange, the second one she purchased in orange, and then the same blue and then the same gray because she says they're both going in the same room. So I want them pretty much the same, but we want to try the second orange as well. Since it's not going to be quite as much, this one's going to be completely orange, and then we're going to put glue in that because I think we need it. It's not going to work otherwise. So I'm going to start with 12 ounces. I'll mix this one later because I want to make sure I'm not rushed. So I'm going to do 12 ounces for this. Probably have a little bit left over, but that's okay. So let me grab the resin.
Glitz and glitter, lighting up the night. Painting dreams with fresh innocence.
Got 12 ounces ready to go, but I do want to get my powders in here for dissolving first. So I only need 2 ounces. 2 ounces for the bear, 2 ounces for the other bear, I think. I'm sure that'll be too much, but that's okay. I don't want to have to make up some more. So we're going to do 2 ounces of each of these colors, and then the rest will be for the snowflake. I don't think I need that much, but, you know, that's good. Then add a little more. My motto anyway. All right, so let's get these dissolved. Again, only 2 ounces. That looks pretty good. I got it all. I got that all. All right, so let's do... Hopefully I don't go over. I don't know where 2 ounces lands in this cup. Whoops, let me flip it around. That was, what did I mix up? 12. Okay, that was 1 ounce. That is 2 ounces. So let me put the cups next to each other, and hopefully that will be where I stop. I get too nervous. Let me see. There we go. 8. Okay, the 8, and I am going to get it out of this cup. Let me mix these. I will say, you guys who all wanted these bubble wands and these stir sticks that AJ makes, overwhelming amount of people are emailing, text messaging, all kinds of things to let them know when they get there. I cannot do that, you guys, as bad as I would like to. I have to put them through eBay because if I don't, I would have so much work that is not easy to do them individually, you know, and make sure how the payment gets sent because there's so many different ways. I just can't keep track of them. I only ordered 20. All 20 are not going to be on the store. I'm sure I'm going to keep a couple for myself. However, I didn't realize, I should have realized how popular they would be. I have asked him to make me 50 more and 30 of these stir sticks. He's making them in, it takes him an hour to make every one, you guys. So this is not going to be a quick thing. I'm sure I don't even know if I've already had them by the time this video goes out, if they're already gone or not for the first batch. So unfortunately, you're going to have to be patient. Somebody obviously, I mean, nobody knows the situation between AJ and me, and I won't discuss his personal reasons, but somebody said, well, why are you making money off of him when you can just send us directly to him to order? Well, there's a reason for that, is because AJ does not take orders, nor does he sell his things to the public for personal reasons that I'm, excuse me, not going to get into, but he has agreed to make my request. So that's why you guys have to go through me for them. Trust me, if he had a website or a channel or something, I would be sending you guys to him, because that's a lot less middleman work for me to do, and you would pay less. I understand, but unfortunately AJ doesn't sell, so he's doing me a favor, and he is, you know, ordering things as he needs it. He doesn't keep the stuff on hand, and he's only making, you know, what I ordered, because what is he going to do with them all? So please be patient. I am not doing this to make a profit. I literally make $5 for my trouble and all the other things that I do. So yeah, there's $5 in it for me. I will tell you that right now. But who's going to work for free? Put it that way. Nobody. I don't have time to work for free. So, not trying to be rude or anything. Please don't take it that way. I'm just saying, if you emailed me, messaged me, or whatever, however you got a hold of me to hold you one, I cannot do that. As much as I would love to do that for everybody, I just can't do it. They have to go on eBay, and I have a few thousand followers that follow the eBay store. So make sure you're one of them. And when you see an email come through saying that Glitz and Glitter has listed a new item, I would recommend you go into that email as soon as you see it and see if it's the bubble wand or not. That way you don't miss it, because 20 are going to sell out, and then the 50 are going to sell out, and I'll just keep ordering them. As long as he agrees to keep making them, then I will be happy to keep ordering them from him. So that's the deal on the stir sticks and these bubble wands, these ones here. So I know I love them. Trust me, I love them, and you will too. And I'm trying to get them to the best of my ability into your hands, but it's going to take me, what am I doing here? I'm getting the glue, some time to get them into your hands. So be patient. I think I'm going to use the pressure pot for these. So I'm not going to put this through the vacuum chamber. I'm going to put everything in the pressure pot. I think I know it'll all fit. So that's what I'm going to do. So I do want glue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do 7 first to see if that's gloopy enough, because I did not need to put it through the pressure pot yesterday with the glue, and it took all the bubbles out even with the glue in there, so that was pretty cool. So I'm going to fill these up and then stack it all in the pressure pot with the jar. So I got to pour the jar too and get it all in there at the same time. I've already tested how big it is, my my base plate and the top plate, and they will all fit in there, so that's cool. And this will take, I don't know, I usually leave it in there 7 to 8 hours before we can demold. It's not completely cured when I take it out, but it's good enough to take it out of the mold. And then a lot of times I will just let it sit. If it's an order, I'll let it sit for a couple of days before I ship it off there. All right, I'm not going to top that one off yet. I'm going to put that over into the base of my pressure pot right sitting next to me. That's what I'm doing over here. And then I will fill up the top. And you know what? Let me just rearrange. I don't want you guys wondering what I'm doing over here. So there's that one. And I'm going to put this little fella down here as well. And I'm going to squish around his little face. I only made up enough for him, so I do have to remix some orange. And I don't think... I only got a bubble on his nose one time, so now I'm Worried about his little nose. And I'm not going to fill him up either until I get him all the way over there. So let me leave some of that out. And move this aside. I don't think I need, oh, I need the glue, but not till later. Okay, this little fella is going to go on the top shelf. Oh gosh, I didn't need 2 ounces. Okay, no problem. So we have some extras, no big deal. And then this one will go on the top shelf. So we have a much better chance of perfect castings, especially with glue. Okay, this is a good opportunity to show you how I think I've showed you how I use it, but see there's a bubble right there? This just scoops it out. And you do need to scoop it out, even in a pressure pot. So you can see there's a bubble right there. Sometimes you can't see. I still go around my edges the best that I can. It's just like a little scooper he created, his little invention. And I don't think that he realized when he sent it to me how popular it was. So I guess each one that he makes takes him an hour or longer. And he's very talented. I don't know. I couldn't do this. If I made one, it'd probably take me days. So they are definitely not going to be a cheap item in the store. I will tell you that. If you're looking for Temu prices for handmade goods, it's not going to happen. Because I want to pay him fairly, which I am paying him pretty fairly for what he's done. But again, you got to pay commissions and you have to pay shipping and all that. So unfortunately, such is life. All right, I think I got it. Oh, I don't know if I got that. I don't know if I'm seeing a piece of glitter or if I'm seeing a bubble. So I'm gonna save the rest of those scrapings for when I get it into the pressure pot. Okay, I'm gonna hold off on that. We'll move all of this in a little bit. Let me grab, I did 15 ounces yesterday. I'm gonna grab 16 ounces this time and we'll get the jar done. Let's mix up our colors. So I realized I don't have to put this through the vacuum chamber now because I didn't put the other one in the pressure pot yesterday. I just let it sit on the table and cure. But we're going to put it in there today. I can even fit the lid on there, which is really doesn't need to be in there. But you know what? It's going to go with the rest of everything. So that was the Kakiro Orange. This is the Ryujin Blue. I did take a little bit of the orange and the pink and put it in my tiny little butterfly mold so I can cure the colors so I could put it on my package. You know what? I want these pretty deep because they get lost easily. Oh, wait. I'm doing the wrong... Shoot. Glad I caught that. I need a big... I need the big one full of the blue, not the orange. I'm thinking I was doing it like I did yesterday. So I'm just not going to put as much in that orange cup now that I already put my powder in there. I only want like 2 ounces of the orange, 2 ounces of the gray, which the gray got lost more yesterday than I wanted to. And I do have to go over that marker that I used on the jar because it didn't dry overnight. So I'm going to use a different marker on that. One that will dry. I don't know. I haven't used that one very often. So I did not realize when I grabbed it today, I had some silver marker on my hand. So I need to redo that so that doesn't happen. Okay, there's the blue. Pretty big cup for 2 ounces, but oh well. Oh well. I do have a little bit of this orange left, but that is for the little bear when I stick him in the vacuum or the pressure pot, I want to top him off. So we'll have some extras, no big deal. This doesn't have to be exact either. So a little bit, that was 2 ounces actually, so we're good. I'm gonna add glue so we don't lose these colors. I might as well do it now while my stir stick is dirty. 2 drops. And then I will put it in piping bags off camera. So that's going to take me a couple of minutes. All right, there's the orange. Let me get that off. And then we want 2 ounces. Where am I at? 14. Maybe I'll do a little bit more than 2 ounces. That way we can see it. 16, 12, that was 2 ounces. I think I'm going to do just a little bit more gray, just so we doesn't completely get lost. Do 2 drops of glue. That's good. And now the blue, which I'll stick in here, and I think I'm going to put it right back into this one so I don't waste another cup on it. Just want to get it all out of there and stick it in here. And we've got, what, about 10 ounces of the blue. So we need, whoops, I'm going to do 8 to 10 drops. Start with 8, see what happens. That's really pretty. All right, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Mix her up. That seems to be good. Okay, let me go grab a few of my piping bags and get everything ready before I come back to pour it with y'all. I think I'm ready. I got everything bagged. I just need to cut. Couldn't find my clips and I couldn't tie this one, so I think I'm just gonna sacrifice a cup and put it in there when it's, let me see if I can tie this real quick. I don't think I can. It's not enough left. And my clips are buried. I know where they're at and I just don't have time to go dig them out. Yeah, that's not gonna work. So I'm just gonna kind of keep it like this, I guess. I'm gonna do that one last. Let's do these. Once they're cut, you got to get moving. See how it comes flowing out. Where am I gonna put you? Let's just hang you right over that because I'm gonna pour you first. And hang you right over that. Okay, now the blue. What a mess that would be if it came out of the other end, right? Gosh, can't imagine. Okay, what I want to do, come on, please stay where you want. I'm going to fill this mostly with blue here because we want the marbling on the top. This is our top. And I'm losing some of my color because I don't have another hand. I'm going to dome this like perfectly if I can. Okay. Let me move that aside as quickly as possible so I can get this one going. Oh my gosh, what a mess. Come on. I don't know nowhere to put this stuff. I don't have Dawn here with me. I need it like propped up so I'm not leaking here everywhere. Prop this up. Goodness. I'm not normally this messy. So if you're brand new here, I'm not normally this messy. Okay, we're going to do mostly blue. That's the plan. Okay. And then orange, little orange. Maybe I'll do some more blue. And then some gray. Instead of stacking them like that. You gotta be quick. I should have more than I had yesterday because I made up an extra ounce. She didn't want a ton of gray and orange, just enough. Oh yeah, I got plenty. Now I have way more than I need. Gray. And, oh my gosh, this is the one that's not tied. Now I could probably tie it. Oh my gosh, I have so much left now. What a mess. I'm going to be careful. I don't want to dome it yet. I'm going to clean my hands, move this to the pressure pot. What a disaster. Oh, look at that one. That's interesting. I didn't do that yesterday. I'm just going to pop those bubbles so I could see if I like that or not. That's pretty kind of cool because the orange thing will sit in the middle. Okay, that's good. I'm going to leave that like it is. I'm going to wash my hands, get this moved over, and then we'll do something with the extras. Let's do some of these little vases that I love. So we're going to do the 3 colors. Well, I started putting that in a little cup, but that cup didn't hold it. Let's see if I can get all 3 colors in here. Probably going to be bubbles in these because I didn't put it through the vacuum chamber. But it'll be okay. Oh my gosh, this is so messy today. Let's do some of the gray. Wow. The blue. I am not normally this messy. And the orange. This needs a little more. Okay, let's get rid of the orange just to get it out of my hands. Little drips. Okay, that's gone. Thank God. Let's do, we got enough for a larger one. I want a little bit of the gray in it. So let's do this one. Oops, that's this one. I meant to do the other one. Oh my gosh, today not my day. We all have those days, you guys. We all have them. Let's just fill that one up. Fill this one up. It's no fun because it's got glue in it. So it's just literally sticking together. Need a little more in here. That's good. I can dome this one with this. What a mess. And, oh, we got a little bit of gray in that one, but we're going to pour it anyway. I don't know how much I had left. See, I didn't make this one. I made 15 yesterday and I needed more. I make 16 today and I have 2 left over. I don't know. I don't get it. Let me squish that up in there. These are probably going to be so full of bubbles. My gosh, my hands. I'm a sticky mess. I feel like I'm in art class in kindergarten. Finger painting again. I have enough to do this other one. Let's do these 3 colors. Let's do a little pink. A little blue. And some orange. And then we'll do that over here. Some blue. Some pink. Whoa! That came out fast. We're just going to fill it with some pink and blue. Wow, I still have more left. That one. Gosh, look at this. Disaster zone. Such a disaster. Oh my gosh, it's such a mess. It should be okay though. It should be nice. It should be fine, right? Right. Let me just top this up. I almost want to just clean up my station here. I've got a little bit left. Let me find something for that. This usually holds 1.5 ounces. I'm banking on that I have 1.5 ounces left. I just want to do one pour because I got so much going on here today. I don't want to do a whole bunch of tiny little things. So I'm going to get the blue in randomly, if it does randomly, because of the glue. This is the only one with the glue left. And then we're going to do some orange. I don't even know if I have enough to fill this. Let's do some orange here and there. And then the pink. Do some pink over here. This, again, this is going to be Bubble Haven. It is not gone through the vacuum chamber, but it'll be a freebie for somebody that may not care about the bubbles, put it that way. Let's get the pink in. Plus, it's really thick. This could be a complete disaster. Look at that. A perfect 1.5 ounces. Now I won't have like 75 pendants to finish off tonight. It is really thick. That's not going to fit in there. I might be able to top some of these little vases off real quick with a few drips. That'll fit in there. Then I don't have to worry about it. I don't like wasting anything, not even a drop. That's it. That's all of it. Okay, I am going to clean up. Thank God I can clean up. I'll clean all my molds. You don't need to watch me do that. And this will look a whole lot better after the comment of the day. A lot has happened in that comment of the day. As you can see, we have things added to the tray. That rhymed. I think Don would be proud. Okay, so the day I poured all of this stuff with you is the same day I did the Rolio live with the deep pour resin, with the seal and the owl. So this is the next day after, and we did another seal, another owl on the live, and we also filled up the count tray that was the extra. And I also had these that I did on the live. So we have a lot to unmold today. If you missed the live, this was the seal, the first seal I made in the gray. We were doing the metallic powders, and this was the owl that was the reveal on the live. So those two were already done, and we re-poured in a different color. So we re-poured it in the purple, Baroque purple, and the gold metallics. We were doing metallics yesterday. Gosh, so much is going on. Okay, well, let's get the extras out, which is this one for sure, and see how it looks. Oh, it's not too bad, to be honest. Could have been worse. Not too shabby. And then these obviously were extras. I'm going to do this little fella just to get him off the table. It wasn't extra, but it's cute. Little pink little bear for Rose. And these were done in the metallics first. I'm going to shut the camera off. I see a lot that needs to be cleaned. I was too excited to unmold this, so I need 1 second. I also wanted to get gloves on because I don't want to be messing around with those molds. These were the pours from yesterday from the 24 kit from Rolio. So this was the pink, and what I did, if you missed the live, you can go back and watch it forever. It's on my channel. I brushed the mold with the mica powder, and then I filled it with the same color. So this is just the second set of the pocket hugs because I did an exact same set that was on the reveal. So if you want to see that video, it is still up. So you can go watch it. This was the robin's egg. This was, I think, the turquoise. Bleu de France, burgundy, and the gold. All gorgeous. So now I have a ton of hearts to finish. Let's do these. These were the extras. A little dark, but it's okay. I don't even remember what colors were in there now. Oh, this was the blue, the orange, and the gray. That's why it was dark. That's the gray and the blue. Okay. It's all coming back to me now. A lot of like I said, a lot has happened in that little short break. That one's cute. That's got all the colors in it that I love. All right, this was the gray and the blue that goes with this one. That marbled nicely with the glue in there. Gonna go like that. I got a lot of finish work today. So I had these were done with deep pour yesterday. I had them in the pressure pot for 12 hours. I was able to pull them out. They were solid. And I stuck them on the heat mat for 2 more hours just to make sure. Let me just get these all out. And they did shrink like they did before. So the deep pour, I'm pretty sure deep pour has a tendency to do that. Oh, that one looks cool. That one looks really cool. We're going to jazz these up with some flowers. Ooh, this one's really pretty with all the extra colors in there. I think I like this one the best. Super cute. Okay, this is an extra too. And this got given away already. So if you were in the live, I did a bonus giveaway because this was my extras mold that I've been filling for a while. And since I filled it up on the live, and I always give it away when I fill it up, I gave it away. So this already has a home and they don't even know what it looks like. But I'm going to finish it off today and mail it out. Just get this one. I haven't unmolded this one in a very long time. I'm going to pick a different mold for the next one, I think. We'll just keep changing the molds. This one was pretty quick to fill up. All right, here we go. Oh, we see a lot of, we got some micas, we got some transparent, we got some glitters, a little bit of everything in here. And these were all the pours from yesterday. So, oh, that looks not too bad. Not crazy about that, but that's okay. That looks pretty on the bottom. So I will somehow figure out something to do with this to put my little signature on it for the giveaway. So that's pretty cool. All right, I'm not doing this little guy until it's completely cooled down. It's almost cooled down and I might even need help with it because it is so hard to get out of there. Let's get these butterflies out. And I've got a lot of finish work to do today. So I might be here for several hours just finishing everything that we did here. Oh gosh, this one is not the easiest, but it's not the hardest either. Not as hard as that little bear is. There we go. There's the snowflake in the transparent. Really pretty. It all stayed suspended, which is what I wanted. And let's see if we ended up with any bubbles. No, I don't think we did. Yay! That is so cool. So pretty. And that pressure pot just squeezed all those bubbles out that was in there because it was full. Full. All right, let's do last night's. We'll save that jar for last. This one is the owl from Let's Resin, and I did a different color. Like I said, I did the gold. Ooh, look at that. This is the Viridian, and this was the gold metallic. I painted it onto the mold, and then I filled it with the same color. So I do have trimming to do because, like I said, they shrink. So I'm going to shade him with a few other colors. I don't want like a stark gold owl, but this is a nice little chunky bird. It's pretty cool. Here is the seal, and Barbara had picked the color, and she wanted the metallic Baroque purple. So you know what? I always give Barbara a gift, and a lot of times she wants the project, and this is one of those days. I'm going to give her this purple seal since her son is the one who purchased this mold. I'm going to dress this one up and give it to her. It's just a little tiny bit warm. Oh, how did I get a dent in him? Oh my goodness. Okay, Barbara, you're not going to get this one. Unless I could cover it up. I got a dent in him right there, probably from the pressure pot. And right here. So that ain't cool. Oh man, I got some bubbles too. That is so weird. The pressure pot did not do 100%. We got a couple bubbles on them. So I'm not going to give Barbara the blooper. I wonder how that happened. It must have been pressing up against something in there. I don't know how that one happened though. So that totally stinks, but I'm going to do the best I can to cover what I can. I don't know how to cover that, but that is so weird. Oh, we got one over here too. Huh. That is so strange. Not good, not good. Glad that wasn't the reveal on the live last night. Ooh, this one popped right out. Here is that. So this is the downside. This is the upside, and this is going to go on here. So that is pretty. I'm happy with that one. Let's do this one. Has to be rolled down. And I'll have to get the other one and see how different they look. Same colors, different ratios of colors. This one looks pretty. I know you can't really see it yet, but let me just get this back into shape and set it aside. Let me grab the other one and we'll see the difference. That came out nice. I mean, it's more blue and gray than the orange, which is what she wanted. I hope they're the ratios she's happy with. And then this will go on top like that. And then these will go on top of these like this. But I do need to repaint that one. I think it's, yeah, the paint never dried. That marker I'm going to have to toss because it's not good unless you're going to seal it in. So I have to go over all of that, which takes quite a bit of time as well. And I have to do this one. Okay, I got a lot to do. Give me a few minutes. I don't even know where to begin, but I will begin and then I'll get you all the finished pieces.
Michelle's in the studio, apron on, hair pulled back. Little cups of color spread across the table rack. Iridescent butterfly catching every little spark. The jars for rose to treasure like a lantern in the dark. Glitz and glitter, grace and resin, every pore a little prayer. Thank you, Jesus, for each viewer on the other side of there. Serving you with sticky fingers, heart wide open as she sings. Glitz and glitter, give you glory in these small and shining things. Oh yeah. Orange, blue, and steel gray swirl. Julie's jar is coming through. Looks like Girls in the studio, name tags says glitz and glitter. Apron's got a rainbow stain, coffee cup on the windowsill. She's turning on that little fan, talking to the chat like family, pouring out a prayer with every pore, smiling as the colors spill. Glitz and glitter for the Lord, yeah, every little heart in her hands. Thank you, Jesus, for each viewer clicking in from every land. She's serving while she's stirring, letting love dry on the shelf. Glitz and glitter for the Lord as she gives a little piece of herself. Oh yeah, oh yeah. There's an iridescent butterfly jar shining there, set aside for rose, catching every bit of light like hope on her Sunday clothes. Orange, blue, and a touch of gray, Julie's jaw drying by the wall. She says this one makes me think how grace still holds it all. Glitz and glitter for the Lord, yeah, every little heart in her hands. Thank you, Jesus, for each viewer clicking in from every land. She's serving while she's stirring, letting love dry on the shelf. Glitz and glitter for the Lord as she gives a little piece of herself. There's a purple seal on the table, covered up with charms and shine. Every flaw hidden under beauty, kinda like this life of mine. Hey! A golden owl watching over while the pocket hook set firm. She whispers, God bless whoever reaches in and feels this warm. Glitz and glitter for the Lord, yeah, every little heart in her hands. Thank you, Jesus, for each viewer clicking in from every land. She's serving while she's stirring, letting love dry on the shelf. Glitz and glitter for the Lord, she's shining 'cause he gave her himself.
Too much to do in one day. That was 3.5 hours of work, but I enjoy it, so it's a good thing. So I don't even know where to begin. Let's begin with the conch tray. So I basically put silver marker around the edge, and then I took the marker and went geode style inside. It's too thin to have any kind of rhinestones on it, and then you wouldn't really be able to use it as a little bowl, so that's the tray. Here is the extra. I just went silver around the trim of that one. I did make little charms or bag tags or whatever you want to say, call them. Oh, I put that on the, oh no, I didn't. This goes on the front. So I put little keychains on all the hearts and a charm. So each one got one of those. This one has a leaf and then hearts on these. These came out really cute. I like the gold with them. So just a charm on everything. And then this one has love. Let's see, what else do I have? This little bear is done. I put magnets on the back. This is the one with the broken neck. And you would never know. And it's so strong, it doesn't even matter. But I put a necklace with those rhinestones that come on the string and some earrings, some dangle earrings. I stuck butterfly on her head, painted the face. That was that one. Here is the, I toned the gold down with brown and black, dry brushed it on there, painted the face, the beak, the toenails, and that was it. I shaded around the face a little bit darker just because I feel like that would be normal in real life. So here's the two. So close, but a little different. This one's got more shading than this one does. And let's see, what else do I have? Here's the butterfly jar. She wanted AB stones on and some silver trim. So that's what I did with that, nothing else. And what else do I have? Here's the little vases. So this will be a set of 2. So because they're different colors, I figured blues and iridescent stones on those. I love the flower arrangements in there. So pretty. And then here's the other 2 that will go as a set. So orange and blue and some purple flowers, some pink flowers, and then of course these little fluffy things. So those 2 will go as a set. Here is oh gosh, this is the seal that I had a lot of work to do on. So she's got a story now. So she was bad. She was like not listening to her parents. She's young, you know, a teenager. So she decided she was going out and doing everything she's not allowed to do. So she did. And she got all this bling put on her at the spa. Oops, I gotta fix one. So she blinged out her front flippers. She put a tattoo on the side on her shoulder. So she's wearing her heart on her sleeve. She's got friends on her speaking into her ear that she should not be doing this, but she was not listening. So she's got a butterfly and a bird on her. I glued the hat on, painted the face, put a necklace and a little bow on her behind. So basically everything is covering something. And now, unless you see this video, you will never know what I covered up. So this flipper had a bunch of bubbles somehow. I still don't know how. Underneath her chin, oh, I got glue on my nail. Underneath her chin, she had a bubble, I think 2. So I put a nice big rose there. I detailed it in yellow to go with everything else. Don's suggestion was to put a necklace around her neck, so I did. Then she had that big indentation right here. So we stuck a bird on, whispering into her ear that she should not be doing this, like good guy, bad guy, but she wasn't listening. And then the butterfly took the bird's spot, so the bird had to sit on the side, so he's not happy either. And then under the head, there was the spots right here. So she put her hat on crooked and that's glued on there. And I think that's everything I had to cover. That one was a challenge. That one took me some time and some thought. And these were actually Don's idea. So that was good. And that one was as well. So whenever I need a solution, he usually has it. So she looks a little busy, but you know, it's not too bad in the end. And then here's the 2. I repainted both jars. I took all that paint off with alcohol, came right off. So I'm not going to be using that marker anymore. This is the metallic marker. So I went over, this is the first jar we did. And then I did the bear to match. So I put blue and then put a crown on that one, gave her some ears with the rhinestones and some feet and a necklace thing, painted her face. So that is the original one. And then this is today's. And I switched the lids because I thought this lid looked better with this jar than that lid. So I did switch the lids. Here is, I kind of did the exact same thing on this bear. I put the necklace on with the little dangle and dangle earrings, except this one is in pink, and I did that so I wouldn't put the wrong one because it had the broken neck. So I put the silver or diamond rhinestones on the one with the broken neck, although it really doesn't matter because that neck is really strong. And this one has like pinkish stones, orangish stones and earrings, so I would remember it went with this one. I colored the feet, put a butterfly in orange on that one. Now this one I put the stones in the big ones because she said they were both going to be sitting on the same vanity, I guess. So they look the same, but they look like a set. The same but different, if you know what I mean. I think that's everything. Wow, that was a lot today. Here's the other seal from the other day. So I don't know. I will get Barbara some pictures to see which one she picks. I have no idea. Whichever one she does not pick is going to be on eBay if you want it. And that's where a couple of the other things will be. If you want the owls, that will be there. These I will give away. Everything else was orders. These go on eBay. They sell pretty quickly. Everybody loves the little vases. Other than that, stick around for the pictures. I've got a big plan for tomorrow, so I will see you back here then. Have a blessed day, everybody. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle's story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Canvas dreams inspire sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings, a masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew, in every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace, in her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story her colors tell. Faith and love in every part, Jesus guides her shining heart. She sprinkles joy like morning dew, in every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace, in her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story her colors tell. Faith and love in every part, Jesus guides her shining heart.